Hey there, Parker Reed here, and welcome to PR Media, your home for everything movies and music through my eyes. And today we have a movie review of the new Disney Plus film, Pixar's Soul. In Soul, Joe is a middle school band teacher whose life hasn't quite gone the way he expected. His true passion is jazz, and he's good. But when he travels to another realm to help someone find their passion, he soon discovers what it means to have soul. Pixar's Soul is the latest casualty of the COVID-19 pandemic because it was supposed to have a normal theatrical run, but instead it premiered on Disney Plus for free. I think Disney kind of learned from the Mulan fiasco of charging $30 in addition to people's subscription. People weren't really digging that, so they decided to put this up for free, and I've watched this movie twice through, and I've got some thoughts on it. And just to level with you, Pixar and animated films in general just aren't really my bag. I've never really leaned towards the animated genre, but Soul did have a lot of redeeming qualities I enjoyed a lot. First off, the star of the show here is the score done by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. The fluttering piano and strings and jazz pieces throughout really helped immerse you into the film and into this universe. It really made you feel like Joe, played by Jamie Foxx, who did a really great job as well. It made you feel like his world really did revolve around jazz. So the score was a definite positive side of this film. And I would say the voice cast has a lot of different accents in here and a lot of mixed performances, but they were all really strong performances. Tina Fey does a great job as 22, and Questlove, the drummer for The Roots, he has a great performance in here as well. Graham Norton, and the voice cast list goes on and on and on. But Pixar films usually have a top-notch voice cast, so that wasn't surprising to me whatsoever. And without giving you too much of the plot away, I think the strongest aspect of Soul is its message. It has a lot of adult themes. I was surprised about that. There's even some jokes that are adult themed, like there's a joke about Abraham Lincoln and Andrew Jackson, about the New York Knicks, about not being able to hail a cab in New York City because you're black. There's some good mature themes going on that might go over some kids' heads, and the message was you need to be happy in your everyday life and not take anything for granted, and what you think you really want might not make you really happy, so you need to focus on the little things, focus on family, focus on friends, and you're not born to do one certain thing, so if you don't get that one certain thing, then you're just not able to be happy. You can find happiness in any different scenario, in any different life situation, and just because something comes to you finally, it isn't everything. So I did enjoy that message of Soul. And this movie reminded me of my favorite movie of all time, which is La La Land, which is about a struggling jazz pianist in a big city looking for all the right things to make him happy. This did pale in comparison for a few different reasons, but just to be reminded of La La Land was a nice addition to this movie. Negative aspect of this movie, I feel, is the ending. It ends abruptly right at an hour and 30 minutes, and I really wanted more resolution with Joe's character. There are some plot elements and backstory presented during the movie that don't come to fruition by the end of it, and I wanted to see where it went because we don't get a lot of information about Joe at the beginning. It's sprinkled throughout the movie, but I still wanted to know more about him because that way I would have connected with his story a little bit more. There was a bit of a disconnect there because this movie just jumps right into it, grabs your attention right away. The premise is set within the first 5 minutes. I wanted a little bit more setup just so I could get to know these characters a little bit before the situation they're thrown in really makes me feel for them. But again, on the strong side of things, Pixar's Soul, it looks phenomenal. This is top-notch animation. I was very impressed by it. It's amazing what you can do with CGI animation nowadays. This looked flawless. I watched it in 4K on Disney Plus, so no complaints visually there. It was a very enjoyable presentation. But to kind of wrap things up here, I think I would have connected with Soul a little bit more if it was played in live action. Again, just from a personal standpoint, animation's just not my cup of tea. I'm sorry if it's yours. Pixar has some great films out there, but I just don't connect with them on an emotional level just because I cannot suspend my disbelief long enough to really connect with them on a personal level. So my final rating for Pixar's Soul is a solid 7.5 out of 10. I thought it had some aspects that it could have improved upon, like deepening the character's backstory. Another aspect is, well, the soundtrack is good. I wanted some more full pieces, some more full music, some full songs, because I don't remember specific music in this. I remember certain like sounds, like 10-second clips, but no full songs. That was a little bit disappointing. But a 7.5 is still a strong rating for an animated movie for me, and I would definitely recommend that you check it out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw here, you can check us out on Facebook or Instagram, and like, comment, and subscribe if you so choose. My name is Parker Reed. You've been watching PR Media. Keep supporting physical media, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
That's weird.
What is it?
151,000 souls going to the great beyond every day, and I count every single one of them. The count's off.
Huh.